only be the last thing I say. As a new mom, I know there's a lot of things you are taught from your family members on how to handle a baby and what they did in the past. Please don't do that shit.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high.
So I decided to do a video. These are 10 things I wish I knew as a new mom. Number 1, have a routine. Have a routine for you and your baby, especially as a new mom or a wife with a baby. Have a routine. Have a daytime routine, have a nighttime routine, have a lunchtime routine, have a changing routine, have a feeding routine, have a playtime routine. That is number 1. Number 2 is don't be afraid to overspend time with your child. And don't be afraid to pick them up, cuddle them. It actually just helps them feel loved and feel nurtured more. So never be afraid or never feel like you're gonna spoil your child. If your child's gonna be spoiled, your child's gonna be spoiled. It has nothing to do with you picking them up. 3 would be, if you're going to breastfeed, make sure your ass pump. Make sure you're pumping. Don't do what I did. I pumped in the beginning until I got a large supply and then just stopped and just keep breastfeeding him off the breast. It's cool to do that too, but it is so hard to get them off your breast when it comes to time. Number 4. This one is I haven't said. Is that number 3 or number 4? I don't know. And if I did skip it, I will add one to the end of this. Garlic. Garlic. Don't knock it until you try it. I seen this one on TikTok, and someone said, if you can't get your child off your breast, put garlic on your nipple. Put garlic on the pacifier if you can't get your child to stop sucking on the passy. Literally, it took me not even a whole week. I would say I only did it one time to him, and he was like, this is nasty. Backed up and literally turned over and went to sleep. Keep it by your bed. Rub a little on when they try to come back for more, because it'll wipe off. But garlic, I'm telling you. Chef's kiss. Okay, so this is 5. Don't be afraid to breastfeed for as long as you want to. If you're home, I stayed home my whole entire pregnancy, and not my whole entire pregnancy, I'm wrong. I stayed home from when I was 7 months till he was 1 year. And I breastfed him the whole entire 1 year and maybe a few weeks. Don't be afraid to breastfeed as long as you feel comfortable and it's not a burden on you, or pump as long as you feel comfortable and it's not a burden on you, because that is the best nutrients, best everything that a baby will get. I was so scared, and I kind of feel like I was forced to stop, but it's a beautiful bonding experience, and also it's just so good for your baby, so extremely good for your baby. Your baby will never turn that down if you have it available, nutrients, vitamins, antibodies, everything in your breast milk. Do it. Number 6, don't be afraid of people touching your child. When I first had my son, I did not want anyone to touch him. I was afraid of him getting germs. I was afraid of him getting sick. And I ended up finding out that he gonna get that shit regardless. anybody around him. He can get it from me, he can get it from his father, he can get it from anybody. Never be afraid of letting people touch your baby unless they're like seriously nasty, but that is the only way your baby will grow antibodies, the protection that they need, the white cells and everything that they need to be able to flourish and prevent them from being a sickly child. So that's number 6. Off to number 7. Number 7, have a life. Do not make your child your whole entire life and try to avoid going places, stop hanging out with friends, stop doing things that you would do for yourself, stop going out, staying in the house. That will lead to depression. That would lead to anxiety. That will lead to you losing your friends and losing yourself. And just don't do it. Trust me. It's okay to make your child your everything, but have a balance between that and going out and still having a social life, taking care of yourself. Go get your nails done, go get your hair done, go to the gym, do things to make yourself feel good as a new mom, because it will get depressing and you will end up with postpartum. Some people don't, but you don't want to put yourself in solitary confinement in your home with a baby 24/7 and not do anything for yourself. Number 8, I didn't know this as a new mom, but you can start tummy time as early as a day of the baby being born. There's no restriction to tummy time. The importance of tummy time is so important because that's the only way they'll learn to do the rolling over, to hit those milestones that they have to reach every doctor's appointment, and to hold their head up and all of that, because it is very, very, very hard to get them into doing stuff if you don't do it. So you want them to sit up, you want them to eventually be able to hold their head up, you want them to be building their muscles while they're still small and they can't really move much, and that's a great way of helping them to exercise and build those muscles. So I didn't know that I could do that. I waited till he was 6 months. He caught on fast, but I wish I would have done it earlier because I feel like that would have helped with his progression with learning to walk. He learned how to walk when he was around 12 months. So that's something I wish I did. Number 9, there are different cries that your baby will make to let you know what's wrong. It's hard to figure them out in the beginning, but eventually it will be like second nature to you what's going on with your baby. There's a video on YouTube about this. I will link it down below, but it is so important to know those things because you could be overfeeding your child because you think the baby's hungry. All of a sudden you realize their stomach is messed up, or they're vomiting because you overfed them, or they just needed to be changed, or they just wanted you to pick them up and comfort them. There's a lot of different coos, I think it's called, that they do with their mouths, and gestures that they make with their face that you should know as well as a new mom, so that you can pinpoint what's going on with them and know, okay, this is what's wrong, and let me go do this because it looks like they're about to be hungry, or they need a change, or their stomach is upset, they need some gripe water or something like that. Number 10, this is going to be the last thing I say. As a new mom, I know there's a lot of things you are taught from your family members on how to handle a baby and what they did in the past. Please don't do that shit. Don't do it. listen to the doctor's orders. Don't just experiment with your child. This is a new age, a new day, and you do not want something to happen to your child. Like, my family members used to give gripe water from little. You're not even supposed to have that until you're like 6 months or older. So, and like medicine, like there's different things that you may want to always ask the doctor about. Don't be afraid to call the doctor and ask them, is this okay? Or is that okay? Is it okay if I do this? And one last little thing, but yeah, you just want to make sure everything when it comes to your baby, well, not everything right, let me not say that, but you want to make sure you're not putting your baby at risk. You want to make sure you're taking good care of your baby. And this is the last one. Ask for help if you need help. It's a little extra gem. Please don't be afraid or ashamed or worried if you're struggling with postpartum, if you're feeling sad, if you're not feeling the best, or you feel like you really don't have that much of a support system. Try to find someone who can help you. Go to a church maybe, if you have no family like that. If you have friends, ask them, hey, can you just keep an eye on him while I go and take care of something for myself? Or a family member, hey, can you do that? Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you can't go out to the store, I know a lot of moms just had cesareans or can't do heavy lifting and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to do those things, or have somebody come with you to your first appointment, because sometimes they'd be like, bring your baby to the first appointment and they don't want you to lift anything heavy, but then the car seat and the stroller be like 1,000,000 pounds. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, that's my video. That was 10 plus a little gem of what I wish I knew as a new mom. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and look forward to a new video. See you guys soon. Bye.
Man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up